Hey guys, alright, so, number 17. This one is called Want to Keep Bees? Follow these 7 basic steps to get started. Okay. Relax. Keeping bees is not rocket science. In fact, the less you know, the less you will have to unlearn along the way, sorry. I teach beginning beekeepers each year. Blech, I can't talk today. And most are relieved to know that there is little chance of hurting your bees if you follow a few simple guidelines. Here they are. Number 1, read one good bee book from start to finish. There are many to choose from, and pretty much any beekeeping book will tell you all you need to know about the complex and extraordinary lifestyle of the honeybees. Some of my current favorites are number 1, or A, Song of Increase by Jacqueline Freeman. While not a how-to bee book, this book is an eloquent, deeply engaging inquiry into what bees want and how they live. B. The Buzz About Bees by Jurgen Tots. This book is expensive, but it is my best quick reference for all things bee. C. The Practical Beekeeper by Michael Bush. Don't get bushed. This book is also not cheap. However, everything in his book is also available for free on his website. D. Honeybee Democracy by Thomas Seeley. Seeley is an internationally recognized bee researcher and keeper, and unlike many scientists, he is able to record his observations in a style that is engaging and very readable. Number 2. Download or purchase At the Hive Entrance by H. Storch. That's Storch. I'm not going to call this a book exactly, because it is very small. I think of it more as a pocket guide that you will carry when you go sit by your bees. You can find this book to download online, but I picked up my copy at Amazon, which I'll look it up on Amazon. Before the days of observation windows and removable combs, the only way to inspect your bees was to watch their comings and goings from the hive. My first Ware hives, W-A-R-R-E, had no viewing windows. But with this little guide in my pocket, I learned an incredible amount about my first hive by watching, listening, and being patient. Being a good observer, I believe, is the first skill you must acquire as a new beekeeper. Number 3. Decide what kind of hive will work for you and your bees. This is a 3-box Ware with a feeder box I made on the bottom. Sorry. The wrong angle. There we go. That's better. Okay. There are so very many hive styles to choose from these days, while the most popular remains the conventional Langstroth hive with removable combs. My simple program for new beekeepers favors a Ware hive. Why? A Ware hive comes in small stackable boxes. It has simple wooden bars across the top. It takes up little space, and the small boxes are preferred by bees to larger hives. Smaller hives mean that bees have less space to heat in the winter and less comb to build in the summer. Wares are not hives that invite a lot of inspection. The bees affix the honeycombs to the sides of the boxes, so removing them can be messy. But I am advising that new beekeepers should probably not be tinkering around in the hive much anyway. For your first year with bees, watching from the hive entrance or viewing window pocket guide in hand is a great way to be certain that your beekeeping practices will not harm your bees. And anytime you go into a hive, you risk damaging the queen, spilling honey stores, smushing bees, chilling the interior of the hive, and destroying the propolis seal that the bees maintain for their health. New beekeepers are nervous, clumsy, and impatient. Ask me how I know this? Really, ask me. I think that in my first year or two of beekeeping, all of my helpful interventions turned out to be benign at best and disastrous at worst for my hives. With a few more years with bees under my belt, I've lost all that initial anxiety and self-doubt. Now when I go into the hive, my hands don't shake and I don't hyperventilate. The sense of calm comes with time. A 3-box Ware is as large a hive as you will ever need as a backyard beekeeper. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so to keep my hives from being drenched summer to winter, I built a covered carport to house most of my hives. Okay, number 4. Put your hive in the right place. Correctly sitting a hive is actually a whole article in itself, but the basic considerations are these. Number A. Place the hive where the entrance can face east or south. Put the hive on a stand. The taller, the better. A table is good, or a small dresser or cement blocks. Just get it off the ground. Bees are arboreal creatures. Number 3. Put the hive... The first one was A. Second one was B, to put the hive on a stand. This one is C. Put the hive in an area where you will not be passing in front of it constantly. Bees will bump you if you wander through their flight path a lot. If you need to have the hive in a heavily trafficked part of your yard, you can put a sheet of lattice board about a foot or 2 in front of the hive. The lattice will encourage the bees to fly up, as they will pass over your head instead of bumping into your face. And D. Shade or cover from the hottest sun of the day is a good thing. If your yard offers such a thing, in my yard I've put patio umbrellas over some of my hives. This is my bees' favorite watering station. In summer there are hundreds of lovely humming bees gathering in this old tub. Still dealing with some of that glare. I think it's because of that light right there. Number 5, put out a water source for your bees. They will choose the first watering hole they find when you bring them home, and you do not want that watering hole to be your neighbor's pool or fountain. A bird bath or a large tub of water, something you can easily keep filled, is critical. You can float corks, sticks, or plants in your watering site so that the bees will not drown trying to access it. Number 6, you are ready for bees. I think the most important task for a new beekeeper is sourcing local bees. You do not want to purchase packaged bees through the mail. I've written about why this is such a bad idea here, but to paraphrase, packaged bees will be coming from out of your area and are unsuited to your weather and foraging conditions. Packaged bees are delivered with a queen that has been artificially inseminated, which means that her genetics are very limited. These bees don't have the vigor of local open-mated stock. The chance of these bees dying is great. You want local bees from local breeders. Or, and this is best, you want to catch a swarm. This may be too much to ask of a new beekeeper, but if you have a sense of adventure, gathering swarms is fun. The bees are healthy, or they would not be swarming in the first place, and they are free. Do a bit of Googling and you'll find all you need to know about swarm catching. It is safe and exciting, and you'll be talking about your swarm adventures for years to come. Number 7, put your bees in your hive and stand back. Once your bees have been escorted into your hive, you've done all that you need to do. Now sit back, watch, learn. Read some more, join a local bee club, and get into online bee forums. And grow bee food. Lots of bee food. All beekeepers need to be gardeners, first and foremost. Your bees have been given a safe, dry home in a place where vandals will not harass them. They have water, trust them to take care of the rest. In the years to come, you will learn plenty as you go, but simply offering your bees a good, safe place to be is enough. The most current science backs this up. The bees that do best are those that are allowed to natural selection to work with them. You are doing your bees no disservice by starting slow and taking baby steps into your beekeeping life, and what a fun, satisfying life it is. Okay, so that was... Want to keep bees? Follow these 7 basic steps to get started. Sorry, I'm trying to do several things at once here. I'm trying to get videos out there for you guys and trying to get us through the first title here on the getting started, and I want to get into another section and just start getting some different videos out there for you guys to listen to and watch, learn from, and working on my pumpkin. It's just right now it's my pumpkin and doing videos, so anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out there, and if you're new to the channel, we are Faith First Farm and Homestead. We live in Oklahoma, southeastern Oklahoma. We have 12.54 acres, and we are not yet on our property. We have been there once. Our goal is to be out there by the spring. I do have a video on the channel about the property because we have been there one time. That was like our discovery video on the property. But our goal is to be out there this spring to be able to plant the gardens on the property this spring, raised bed gardens, and we're pretty sure we're going to be able to get a camper trailer to put on the property. And I'm going to be looking into either we're going to be getting money in December from an investment, and I will get us a truck. Well, one way or the other, I'll get us a decent vehicle. Fairly decent vehicle. We get the money in December, it's going to be a better vehicle. A little better vehicle to get to and from the property. Get the trailer up there, and we'll be able to start staying up there. We're going to work on, like, simultaneously, we're going to have to be working on building our off-grid cabin and putting up fencing, a shed, a couple of sheds, or just one bigger one. Probably a couple of them because we need a place to store wood. Chicken coop, fencing around that area, because as soon as possible, once we're able to stay on the property, I want to get chickens, like, period, because I really want our farm fresh eggs, so. And a greenhouse, and we have a place locally here to where I can actually get one that's already built to put on the property, so, yeah. Anyway. And we're just going to be delving into a whole bunch of building up our homestead things, like pretty much all at once, but not all at once, but we're going to have quite a few things going at the same time between building raised garden beds and our off-grid cabin and our chicken coop and our greenhouse, putting up our greenhouse. I'm going to have to map out the property on where everything's going to be. Our orchard. Yes, we're going to have an orchard. Building a privacy fence around the living space of the property. Stuff like that, so. And I make my own soaps. I don't have all my supplies yet. We moved down here from Michigan a little over a year ago, and our son is in the process of sending down my soap supplies, so. Once I get them all, I will go through them and figure out what I can still use and what I can't, and I will start making soaps and selling them. So, and they will be at least $5 a piece. Smaller bars will be like $2.50 or $3. And if you're interested in that, just leave a comment and let me know. Once I have my soap supplies, I will, I'll comment back right away. But I will let you guys know, like, as soon as I have my soap supplies and get that going, so. Anyway. Again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get all the notifications. Like and share the videos. Please, 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 please share the videos on all of your platforms to get our channel out there and help us out. So, with that note, I'm going to get off from here and get this video uploaded, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.